What's the biggest complete 180 you've ever seen a person's life take? When I was a freshman at Parkview, there was this janitor everyone just walked past. His name was Nathan, mid-40s guy, always wore this faded gray hoodie with bleach stains on the sleeves. He'd push his cleaning cart around at night, wiping down desks, emptying trash bins, restocking paper towels in the bathrooms. Nobody really looked at him. He was just there, you know, part of the background. I'd see him in the English building a lot because I had late classes. Sometimes I'd be the last one out, and he'd already be cleaning. He never said much, just nodded if you made eye contact, kept his head down. One time I dropped my phone and he picked it up for me without a word, just handed it back and kept mopping. One night in October, I was rushing to finish my final paper for Professor Garrett's lit class. It was due the next morning and I was completely panicking. I printed it in the computer lab around midnight, shoved it in my folder, and ran out. Totally forgot the original copy still sitting by the printer. Next day, I went to turn it in and realized what I'd done. I sprinted back to the lab, but it was gone. I checked lost and found in the student center, and there it was, my paper. But when I grabbed it, I noticed something weird. There was red ink all over it. Someone had gone through the whole thing, circled my comma splices, questioned my thesis, written weak argument, explore the symbolism deeper in the margins, even corrected where I mixed up affect and effect. The handwriting was messy but precise, like whoever did it actually cared. I was confused. None of my friends would do that. I showed it to Professor Garrett, thinking maybe she'd found it and marked it up as a preview. She looked just as confused as I. "This isn't my writing," she said, studying the notes, "but whoever did this knows what they're talking about. These are good edits," she asked around the department. Nobody claimed it. Then one of the admin staff remembered the janitor sometimes straightened up papers left in the labs. Professor Garrett tracked him down during his shift that night. I wasn't there, but she told me later Nathan thought he was getting fired. He apologized like crazy, said he didn't mean to overstep, that he just saw the paper sitting there and old habits kicked in. Turns out Nathan used to teach English literature in Romania. He'd moved here with his wife 8 years ago, but after she died from cancer, he lost his apartment, couldn't afford to revalidate his teaching credentials, and ended up taking whatever work he could find. Janitorial jobs paid the bills. Professor Garrett didn't fire him. She invited him to give a guest talk in her class about European literature. Just one lecture. Nathan said no at first, but she wouldn't let it go. 2 weeks later, he showed up to our 10 a.m. class in the same hoodie, carrying a thermos of coffee and a stack of notes on scrap paper. He was nervous. You could tell. But the second he started talking about Dostoevsky, it was like watching someone wake up. He didn't just lecture. He made us think, asked questions nobody could answer right away, broke down themes in ways that made my brain hurt in a good way. People actually stayed after class to keep talking to him. After that, word spread. Other professors invited him to guest lecture. Students started asking when he'd be teaching again. The department helped him apply for grants to recertify his degrees and get his transcripts translated. It took almost 2 years, but Nathan went from cleaning classrooms at night to teaching in them during the day.